I assume this is already widely known, and I'm not about to be the bearer of bad news, but if you didn't already know, there is no special illustration rare of Mega Gengar in Phantasmal Flames. Even though his face is on the packs, he's only getting a regular EX card, not even a full art card in this set. So we got a little set that's heavy on Charizard and not much else. So how is this Obsidian Flames 2.0 set going to fare in this crazy Pokemon market? Let's get to it. I called it Obsidian Flames 2.0 just to rile you up and get some hate comments down below. There are some similarities in that it's a small set and it's focused around Charizard and not really a lot else. However, in this case, gold cards are just absolutely going crazy. And so the Charizard gold card is going to be bonkers. The special illustration rare is just absolutely phenomenal. Possibly the best Charizard special illustration rare that we've ever seen. I absolutely love the alternate art from Brilliant Stars, but that didn't really do very well back in the day. It was like a $200 card, and even now, years later, it's only about a $300 card. I absolutely love it, where he's sitting there battling Venusaur. I mean, how can anyone not love that card? But this one, with all the evolution line, with Charmander, Charmeleon, regular Charizard, and Mega Charizard all in the same artwork, it just is... It's one of the best cards I think I've ever seen, and it is definitely a chase for me, and it's going to be a chase for a lot of people to get that card. The good thing that's going for it is that the pull rates are going to be way better than the other Mega set that just came out, and a lot of the other sets that we saw in the Scarlet and Violet era. On the downside, I don't think that the illustration rares are really that hot in this set. If I looked back just to see how the illustration rares compared to like Obsidian Flames, and Obsidian Flames had a lot of stronger Pokemon in there. And I would even say some better artworks in there as well. Whereas in this set, I'm not seeing any standouts. Probably my favorite is the Piplup card. That is an absolutely phenomenal artwork, and Piplup is just so adorable. How could you not want to get that card? Besides that, we got a very cool Flygon card that I like a lot. Of course, you got the Paldean Wooper card in there, the Meowth card, Togedemaru is a pretty cool looking card, and then it kind of drops downhill from there. I'm sure some of these might be your favorite Pokemon, and you might absolutely love this card, but I'm just thinking in terms of the grand scheme of things, how are a lot of people going to like them? You got the Ludicolo, cool little artwork from Jerky there, but I don't think it's a huge standout. You got Nimble, you got Dugong in there. Yamper's another cute one that definitely deserves to be probably in the top 3 or 4. Zacian, I'm a big fan of Zacian and Zamazenta. That's a cool card. Toxtricity is in there. Wigglytuff, another adorable card in there, and Ambipom. And that is it for the entire set. There's 13 of them in total. Hopefully the pull rates are going to be similar to ME1 Mega Evolution, where it was 1 in 9. I like that a lot better than the 1 in 12 that we were seeing back in Scarlet and Violet. If that is the case and we do the 1 in 9, then pulling these is definitely going to be easier because there's less of them. Any specific one that you're chasing after is going to come up 1 in every 117 packs, as opposed to ME1 where it was 1 every 202 packs. That's almost twice as fast you're going to get to the one that you want if you sit there and keep ripping and ripping. The full art cards really aren't exciting at all. As usual, people don't really chase those down too much. Of course, there's the Charizard. That will probably be a $100 card. And in this market, who knows how crazy that's going to be. Assuming the pull rates stay the same, you're going to see these about 1 every 200 packs, as opposed to ME1 about 1 every 270 packs. Again, just because they're less. But that means you should be able to chase down that Charizard a little bit faster. And moving on to the special illustration rares, there's really only one card anyone's going to really be after, and that is the Charizard. It's going to be absolutely insane. The great thing about it, though, is it's going to come up about 1 every 500 packs, as opposed to like 1 every 1,000 or more that we've seen in previous sets, because there's only 5 to chase. So if a special illustration rare comes up 1 every 500 packs, you got a 1 in 5 shot that it's going to be the one that you want, Charizard. And the other 4 special illustration rares are just not that exciting. they don't hold a flame to the ones that we saw in Mega Evolution for sure. You got the Rotom EX, you got Mega Sharpedo, you got Mega Lopunny, and Dawn. With the fact that they come up one every 500 packs, people are going to be ripping for those Charizards. I really don't think that they're going to command a lot of money when this set comes out. And then, of course, you got the Gold Charizard. It is cool looking, but to me, it's not a $1,200 card. Are people going to pay that? Quite possibly. But between that and the Special Illustration Rare, I take the Special Illustration Rare all day over that. And I say that for about every set. Some of the artworks that are absolutely phenomenal in Mega Evolution ME1, you know, I would take those any day over the Charizard Gold card as well. Now, don't get me wrong. If I pull it, it'd be exciting as hell, and I would not let go of that card. Coming out the gate, we could still see a very hefty price tag on a lot of these cards, but if we get the good pull rates of Mega Evolution applied to this very small set, I think that the values are going to tank overnight, except, of course, for those Charizards. Maybe the full art will start high and drop down, but I think we're going to be looking at a lot of money to just grab those Charizards, and everything else is just going to be somewhat subpar and just tank overnight. I feel like all of the illustration rares are kind of like $12 illustration rares personally. Maybe the Piplup is worth 20 bucks. I'm not seeing huge value in a lot of these cards. So hopefully for those of you trying to lock down a master set on this one, you'll have an easier time, but you're going to have to pull that Charizard because it's going to be absolutely insane. Nothing much on the ultra rare front. Like I said, those full arts, they're like $8 full arts to me, except for Mega Charizard. Maybe it'll come out $100. I feel like it's a $50 card with the pull rates being good as we would expect. Like if they follow the Mega Evolution line, you know, even if it's $100 card, maybe maybe I could see that for a little while and then it would drop down. I do think Charizard is going to be $1,000 card. We've seen a lot of other cards be crazy, but this one could be super crazy. Now it brings me back to when this Charizard came out, the alternate art from Brilliant Stars. I thought that artwork was absolutely phenomenal at the time, and and it had the same pull rate, about one every 500. It really didn't shoot up, and it's still just a $300 card. And by today's standards, that card being a $300 card seems super low, but it is what it is. And I just don't see how the market would react to this new Charizard like that one. I think that it's going to be absolutely insane. And just because of the pull rate, we could see some astronomical prices on those gold cards at first. The Charizard gold card could be a $1,500 card out the gate. I don't really know. Just with how crazy the market is, even though I think these special illustration rares are kind of mid, and I'm telling you, a year to 2 years ago, this set would have been called mid by so many people. It's not even crazy, but it's got that special illustration rare Charizard going for it, so it's kind of hard to call it mid right now. It'll be very interesting to see how these prices really come out when the set finally comes out in about a month. I think they did us a huge favor by putting Oricorio in the Mega Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. Adding that in would have made this set even more astronomically expensive to get. I'm hoping that the Charizard wears off on people and they're not just trying to spend crazy money on this set and scalp it like crazy. I think we're going to see that for the first month, but then I think it's going to die off, and I'm hoping Pokemon just printed the heck out of this set so it's one that you can just get and enjoy and rip a few packs and just hope for a chance that you get that Charizard. So really, I think this is a tale of 3 cards that people are going to be after, and it's all Charizard. I really don't think anything else is going to be in huge demand out there. I'm hoping that does drop down the craziness people are going into this set. I'm hoping that Pokemon is printing it like crazy. We didn't get a Halloween set. Maybe they decided to put more effort into printing these sets and skip the Halloween this year. We'll see how it goes. It's coming out soon. I'm pretty excited about it. In 2 weeks, you should be able to go and play pre-release events. Make sure you sign up for those. Check out play.pokemon.com. It's a great time playing, and you never know. Some of your 7 packs that you get on that day could have one of those Charizards in there. Let me know what you think of this set. Let me know what you think the special illustration rare and the gold card are going to be on release day. How much are people going to be paying for that? Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Like and subscribe if you want more content from me, and I'll catch you in the next video.